But American people are smarter than this. They see right through this. Joining me now, Senator Tom Cotton, who's been leading in the, I think, asking very common sense questions about this weeks before senators from the other party started piling on. Now, Senator, what else needs to be done to safeguard against the virus and, frankly, the Chinese misinformation about it?
Hey, Laura, thanks for having me on. I think the president's message tonight was exactly right. We are prepared for the worst, but we are doing everything we can to prevent it. Nothing is inevitable, and neither the president nor I will tolerate the kind of defeatism you hear from some quarters that there's nothing we can do to try to stop outbreaks in the United States or at least contain outbreaks. Because, of course, there's a big difference between having one case and having 100 cases in a community. I know the president is very focused from my conversations with him on getting testing kits out to all 50 states so we don't have a bottleneck at the headquarters of the CDC in Atlanta. I think that's the one thing we could do right now that would help us either identify a potential outbreak and contain it if there is one.
Senator, the media clearly and Democrats are trying to create a rift between the president and the Centers for Disease Control. The president addressed that directly today. Watch.
Have you seen evidence that the CDC is trying to hurt you?
No, I don't think the CDC is at all. No, they've been working really well together. They really are. They're professional. I think they're beyond that. They want this to go away. They want to do it with as little disruption, and they don't want to lose life. I see the way they're working. This gentleman, these people behind me, and others that are in the other room, they're incredible people. No, I don't see that at all.
I mean, Senator Cotton, you have this working group. They've been briefing Congress. They've been working around the clock on this virus. And I guess you could say they could have come out a week ago and said the same thing a week ago. That's fine. If that's the big criticism, fine. But come on. I mean, does this ring hollow from the media and the Democrats now?
Very much so, Laura. I can tell you this working group that you saw tonight on TV has been meeting every single day for more than a month. When I first began focusing on this matter in early to mid-January, I was speaking to administration officials as they were going into these meetings and coming out of them as well. And as the president has pointed out, one reason why we have the time now to try to control outbreaks, try to get testing kits out to the 50 states, is because he took decisive action last month to shut down travel from China. And what happened at the time? Joe Biden accused him of being xenophobic against the Chinese. And Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi were too busy trying to impeach him at the time. So it's very disappointing, as the president said, to see the other party trying to politicize this matter when it's something that we should be working together on. And when they criticize the president, really what they're doing are criticizing his advisors from public health agencies like the CDC and the FDA. They're not criticizing him. They're criticizing those advisors. He's, of course, making sure that everyone is on top of it and is being as aggressive as they can. But that's who the Democrats are really criticizing when they attack the president.
Senator Cotton, really quickly, Donna Shalala, Congresswoman from Florida, of course, former HHS secretary under Bill Clinton, said this.
Here's a president that has been firing scientists and weakening the scientific infrastructure of this country. Now speaking on this disease, he should leave it to the scientists and the heads of the public health agencies. The last thing you want is the president of the United States talking about science.
Tell us, Donna. Senator, thoughts?
No, a lot of these scientists have been around for decades doing great work, but ultimately these are policy questions, and we elect a president to make policy decisions along with our elected representatives in Congress.
Senator, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. And the center